I know you've been told this about 17 times. Welcome to Buffalo.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here. I know it's just a shot down the thruway from home, so why don't we start there? How cool is that? Did you ever imagine, back when you were coming up as a high schooler, that someday you might be playing just 2 hours away from your house as a professional?
Yeah, never imagine it. It's really cool. I remember I came to Buffalo one time. I believe my mom had an appointment here, and I remember riding by the stadium, and I just thought, okay, yeah, that's really cool. That's where the Bills play, and this was a long time ago. Might have been in elementary school.
Oh, okay.
And then that's probably the last time I've been to Buffalo. And then man, now I'm here. Playing just down the road from where I grew up and played high school football, Pop Warner, all that. So it's really cool.
Yeah, not only that, you've stayed connected to your hometown around Syracuse. You've got an event coming up this weekend on Saturday, and you're raising funds to build a community center right there.
Yeah. It's definitely kind of like a dream come true when you talk about right now just the timing of everything and what I've been doing the past year or so with my foundation, and then to be right up the road playing this. We have this event coming up to raise funds to build a community center back home. And, it's just been a dream of mine to be able to bring resources, opportunities, a facility that kids can and community members can go to and benefit from. So like I used to going to the Boys and Girls Club and YMCAs and things like that.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be named in honor of a friend of yours who, was tragically taken from us a while back, 2016, I want to say, right?
Yep.
So John Diaz is going to be who the community center is named after, right?
Yep. John Diaz was my best friend. Just somebody that, you wake up every day and you talk to. You're talking like, truly a best friend, a part of my life every single day. And so, tragically taken away when I was with the Oakland Raiders. Never forget that day. Truly changed my life, but I definitely think I found a better side of myself and true meaning of life since that, and it's motivated me in every way. And so just grateful to be able to remember him in this way, keep his name alive, keep his legacy alive, because he truly deserves it. Any room he walked in, he lit up. He was a special person.
And you also have some of your former teammates coming in. Russell Wilson's coming in. Justin Simmons, he's a free safety. Those two guys obviously are the Broncos. And, of course, now Gabe Davis. And then the Eagles running back Kenny Gainwell are going to be there. They're going to come help you do this. That's nice to have your teammates come in and show up and promote the cause.
Yeah, when I signed here, I'm like, man, I hope Russ still gets on that plane. But I'm like, so I called to make sure, look, still love. But man, just kudos to those guys. Really, they have no ties to my hometown Syracuse whatsoever, but they are friends of mine, teammates of mine, and it means a lot for them guys, especially in the off season, to come back to little old Syracuse and help me make this event a special night, and it really will be.
Yeah, because this is the big fundraising event. This is what's going to get you guys over the top to get all the funding you need for this thing, hopefully. And it's a black tie affair, right?
Yeah, formal black tie, yeah.
So jdccenter.org is where you can go to either donate if you can't make the event, or if you want tickets to the event. There is an event tab at the top of the page. You just click on that. It'll take you right to the black tie event, and then you just click on the Get Tickets button, and you're in like Flynn. And as Latavius said, he won't just be there by himself. He'll be there with some of his NFL former teammates. So pretty cool event on that side. And then obviously you can go there also and donate if you want to kind of help the cause. And you're already in the process of the design phase of the community center, right? And have you picked out a site yet, or?
Yeah. So the site has been picked out. The site was donated to us. It's in Nedrow, awesome. New York, where I grew up. Where my mom's house still is.
Oh, very nice.
It sits between Aldi's and McDonald's. Aldi's own the land. Aldi's donated the land.
Oh, that's
it's about
great.
$150,000, donation, if you
Right.
will. And so they started it off, man. Very grateful for them. We're actually going to recognize them the night of the event. And then got a donation from Jim Boeheim, the Julian Boeheim
very
Jim
nice.
Foundation, Onondaga County, $2 million in the budget. So we still got some ways to go. We have some grants put in for federal and state, and so we're making progress. Still work to be done. This gala definitely will create a lot of momentum for us to try and get us over that hump.
So you now you're 10 years into your career. Now you're finally. This may be your last stop. Who knows? Their first one could have been your last one, but it hasn't been. So I'm not going to say it.
Right?
But you're 10 years in. You're a different guy now than you were. Like I said, you've been through a lot. This is only a tip of the iceberg. And we were talking to Brandon Bean. We had him on the show just a couple of days ago, and we talked to him about you. And he said, "Yeah, I was watching this film from this last year in Denver. It looked better than the film 2 years ago." And we're asking you about what regimen you changed. You said it was interesting to me because I get it. One thing you're doing differently now in your training and preparation is you're training with guys, a different guy, not just a one-on-one trainer. You got back into a group setting, and you think that made a big difference.
Yeah, so I have been training with my guy, especially like on-field stuff, right? Like weight room is kind of is weight room, and you know, and so I still do that. But as far as on the field, running, sprinting, routes, and all that. Getting around a group of guys, competing, pushing each other, like that just kind of takes it up a notch. And so I think I really enjoyed that. It's made it fun. It's made it competitive, and it's what I needed. And so I definitely have been enjoying that part. And it's definitely something that I would say the last 2 years that I've been doing.
Yeah, because it's like a mindset thing. Like you see that guy run the route, and you're like, let me try to run it even better than him.
Absolutely.
Ooh, I ran it better than him. Now let's see. And he wants to top you,
Absolutely.
but that's just raising everything. And now you have a more intense workout. You get more out of it, and you get better.
Yeah, it's like being in a gym, and even when you're in the weight room, you see guys throwing weight around. You're not trying to go in there and mess around. It's like, man, let me show show them what kind of weight I'm throwing around even.
Interestingly enough, you played for New Orleans and Denver last year, correct?
Yep.
And is it true? He said, is it true you played in twice overseas last year? Tell me about that.
Yeah, it was actually a cool experience. I think probably one that maybe only a few people could actually say. Signed with New Orleans week 2. We traveled to London, I think a week later, and played. I got activated from practice squad because Alvin Kamara was hurt. Mark Ingram starts that game. Mark Ingram goes down. Next thing you know, I was just sitting at home. Not sitting at home. I was working out, but next thing you know, I'm playing most of that game. Yeah. Land in New Orleans at 2 a.m. Get a call from Denver about 8 a.m. or so, 10 a.m., and was in Denver that next day.
Well, did they release you in New Orleans, or did you get
No,
traded,
well,
or what?
when you're on practice squad, you can get.
You
you
got
can
oh my
get called
gosh.
up.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, so
Dude.
so I'm on practice squad. So at that point, anybody can take me.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It took one game.
Yeah, you weren't protected.
Nah, one game, and I said, Javonte Williams had.
That's right.
And so signed with Denver, like I said, within 24 hours of being in London, and then I want to say a week or two later, I was back in London.
2 weeks later, they had a London game.
They had a London.
Wow.
And scored in both of those.
Nice.
It's a shame you didn't get the air miles, man. That would have been great.
I know, right?
The Bills are playing in London. You probably know.
Yeah.
We don't know when it's going to be or what game it's going to be. But so did you play in the same stadium both times?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Did you play in Wembley and then Hotspur?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought that was cool too, actually.
Yeah, guys are going to be picking your brain in that locker room. Like, hey, what's that
Yeah,
field
yeah.
like?
Yeah.
Like everything.
Yeah.
That
Tottenham Stadium is
They got 2 fields.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
The soccer field rotates out. The
Exactly.
football field comes up from underneath. It's like a whole hydraulic thing. It's unbelievable.
It's a special stadium. It was really nice, and then Wembley I played in there I think twice, back with the Vikings, and a lot of history in there too, and that environment was cool.
I played in Wembley way back in the day before the renovation.
Really?
Like that's how old I am.
Yeah.
So the Hotspur Stadium. One of the reasons it's really interesting for Bills fans. The Bills are going to go over there is because they're building a new stadium across the street right here, and Tottenham is
The model.
the model,
Okay.
very closely related to what this one's going to look like.
Okay.
And you're telling me it was
Oh, it's a palace.
nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. Really nice. It was packed in there. Saints versus Vikings. It was a great atmosphere.
Yeah.
But I think it gives it just a little bit of cover, right? Not
Right.
fully covered.
Yeah, canopy, right.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
So, last one I've got for you, Latavius. How have the first few days gone here? We know that this locker room is one that is very welcoming to new guys on the scene. They put their arms around people and let you know, hey, you're part of the family now.
Yep.
How has that gone the first couple of days?
It's been just that, especially from, look, the guys that I didn't know. I had some relationships already with Gabe, Dawson, Matt, Quisenberry. We have the same agent. So, but, even meeting all the other guys that I didn't know, I see why, they've had that success. I see why it's been a special locker room you see from afar. And so it's really cool to be here. Excited every day, man, showing up, just trying to, again, make my impact, make my mark on this locker room, on this team. But first you do that, man, by putting in the work. So that's what I'm focused on.
Welcome once again to Buffalo. Glad to have you on the team, and good luck with your big event this weekend.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Appreciate y'all.
Once more, if you want to donate or you want to try to get a ticket to the gala on Saturday, you go to jdccenter.org. That's the website. You go on there. If you want to go to the event, click on the event tab at the top of the page. Otherwise, that donate button is right there in the top right-hand corner. Hit that, help Latavius get to his goal so we can get that community center built for the kids out there in Syracuse.